All right, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today we are breaking down Falcons rookie guard Mathew Bergeron and his performance against the New Orleans Saints. I tell you what, Falcons fans, this offensive line up front is getting better and better and better. And of course, Bergeron is emerging as a rookie big-time contributor. And we've got a great set of cut-ups in front of you to highlight his big-time performance, especially down the stretch against the Saints. As always, if you appreciate this content, leave us a like, give us a comment with any feedback you might have. But without further ado, let's watch Bergeron beat up New Orleans. All right, we're going to open up with a running play here. Here is Bergeron right there at the guard position. Of course, in the Atlanta Falcons, we've got a motion man across right here. He's kind of lead out in the flat in this direction, but this is just going to be a standard wide zone concept. So we're going to get everyone working this way up front for the Atlanta Falcons. This direction right here, we're going to get the tight end slash H-back. Now, if you're not familiar, an H-back is basically lined up in this position. Instead of being on the line of scrimmage like a standard tight end, he is offset in the backfield. Again, that's why you hear the word H-back sometimes. He's coming around this way to kick out the end man on the line of scrimmage. But the basic goal here from the Atlanta Falcons is to get everybody driving people this way as much as possible, get everyone working like this, and then on the backside, get these two guys cut off, getting the defensive tackle and the backside linebacker. So the goal is to get these three up front for the Saints blocked that way to create and then get a seal of these guys cut off right there and have your star running back run behind and create a big play downfield. That's exactly what happens. Bergeron has a big time impact on that. Let's check out how he does. Or you can see the motion, or you can see everyone up front for the Atlanta Falcons sprinting to their right or left on the screen. You can see the H-back working to kick out the end man on the line of scrimmage. Everyone gets great movement on the play side here. Look how much dislocation they get. They get up to the linebacker. Great job on the Falcons' right side of the line. Great job by the center. Let's focus on the backside here. So Bergeron's trying to work to cut off number 99 for the New Orleans Saints and eventually work up to the linebacker number 56 and help the backside tackle eventually seal off number 99 as well. But watch what happens. This is kind of interesting what number 56 does for New Orleans. He actually flashes and kind of holds up and kind of waits for the cutback. He's expecting Bijan Robinson to cut back completely across the grain, but he creates a big hole that Robinson recognizes that allows him to get north and south in. But that requires Bergeron to do a great job and keep working and keep running his feet to cut off number 99. And watch what he does here. See how he keeps driving? See how he keeps working? Seals him off. Touchdown Atlanta Falcons. This is next level athleticism and effort. This is a great job by Bergeron. Just keep running his feet, keep working, keep driving. Again, is it pretty? Kind of trips and falls. He gets undercut here by the Saints defensive back and kind of ends up on his back. That's no fault of Bergeron. It's just an unlucky coincidence. But look how far downfield he is, folks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards downfield, working to seal off that defensive lineman. That's incredible athleticism and incredible effort from the young rookie, and it's a big part why Bijan Robinson scored here.
Yeah, Nick, and we talk about this all the time. This is team fresh off of a bye, coming in this game. They had an electric game plan, and I'm going to tell you this, it's going to shock you. Mathew Bergeron had probably the highest graded performance by an offensive lineman all year in this game. He had a 94.9 offensive grade, a 92.6 run blocking grade in this game. He went absolutely nuclear and moved everyone in front of him to get one of the highest grades of the season from any offensive lineman. To put that in perspective, Myles Garrett, one of the best players in football right now, has a 91.3 grade on the season. Single game grade, Mathew Bergeron, 94.9 is absolutely bonkers. He did phenomenal this game and took a huge leap after the bye.
All right, going the other way now, there is Bergeron, of course, at the left guard position. And the Atlanta Falcons are running what's called a duo kind of concept here. It's basically going to be a gap scheme up front. We're going to get everybody working to the gap to their right up front. You're going to see Lindstrom get that defender in his gap to his right. You're going to see right tackle work out there. We're going to get a double team action right here, working up to the linebacker. This is the key block. Everyone else is just trying to cut off everyone here, get up to guys again on the inside, the gap to their right. And this is going to be a downhill run by Patterson. He's going to try and run and try and see a hole, whether it's from B gap to either A gap, just to get north and south as quickly as possible. This is a downhill aggressive running scheme, and it requires a big time double team between the center and the guard right here. Let's check out how they do. Or you get some motion across the formation. Get the handoff. You can see the downhill running. You can see the double team right here. You can see the 2 kick out blocks. You can see everyone else on the offensive left getting a gap over. You can kind of see where the natural seam is going to develop right here. It's going to follow the center and the guard. That's why it's key to get so much movement here. Let's watch what they do. See how much they dislocate that nose tackle? Look again. They start on the hash right around 1 yard away from the 5-yard denominator. He gets driven back 3 yards to the right, 2 yards up. That is awesome movement, and it's immediate movement too. Look how far downfield that defensive lineman is compared to all the other linemen. That's great work up front in the double team, of course, led by Bergeron. But watch him come off, deliver a shot to the linebacker, and drive him back as well. Phenomenal job by Bergeron. This is winning football in terms of the double team. Now, look, they don't get everyone blocked up there fantastically well. Number 85, the tight end, really kind of gets beat there. And of course, a left tackle. He's in a tough situation. That's a tough block to make. You would like him to keep washing him down. If number 70 keeps driving this defensive end, this defensive lineman, farther down the line of scrimmage, it allows Cordell Patterson to maybe cut behind him and get north and south. But instead, he allows this defensive lineman to kind of 2-gap it a little bit. 85 is in a tough situation as well, so there's not a whole lot there. But going back to Bergeron, folks, in terms of why he graded us so highly, it's plays like these. This is all Pro Bowl level stuff. Attack the hip, get dislocation, get on the linebacker, and stay on him too. That's awesome stuff up front here by this young rookie.
And coming out of Syracuse, this was one thing people harped on a lot. For him to be aggressive, for him to be physical. They say he looked stronger than he played on tape. Didn't have a lot of highly graded run blocking plays. Obviously, evidence of this game, evidence of the ever-growing run blocking grade by Bergeron. He has learned, he's adapted, and he has become very good in the NFL at doing this. I think he looked great today, and I think this is a testament of why the Falcons' running game was so dominant against the Saints.
All right, switching gears to a pass protection here. So up front, the Atlanta Falcons, this is going to be a standard 3-step drop, kind of 5-step drop protection. They're going to slide everybody to their right, the left side of your screen right there. Everyone's going to take the gap over. And on the back side, it's just going to be man-on-man between Bergeron and the defensive tackle right there. And, of course, the left tackle is going to be man-on-man with the in-man on the line of scrimmage right there. But this is a really tough situation for Bergeron because you can see this defensive tackle. He has sort of a 2-way go, and I actually kind of call it a 3-way go. He can threaten the A gap inside. He can go outside with the B gap, or he can go right through Bergeron, right over the top of him. And all 3 of those paths can get direct pressure on the quarterback right in his face and create all kind of negative stuff for the offense. This is a situation schematically where defensive coordinators and defensive linemen get so excited because this is a chance for massive victories. But let's check out how Bergeron does. Gets his feet in the ground and hands up, and folks, he absolutely dominates him. That is embarrassing for number 90, ladies and gentlemen. Look, if you're in this position as an NFL defensive tackle, this kind of performance one-on-one like this, I know Bergeron's a rookie, he's doing a great job, but I tell you what, if this is what you get out of a defensive tackle, you're going to get cut. Like, this is embarrassingly bad. And on the flip side, that's how great Bergeron is on this rep. Because you look at this, he absolutely just dominates him. Can't get off the block, covers up both gaps. Let's look at his technique here for a second. So first, he has to protect his inside gap. So he has to take a step with his right foot inside to secure that gap. He can't overcorrect, though, because that'll open up the B gap to his left, to Bergeron's left. Watch him get that foot in the ground right quick and then immediately shoot his hands and get his base back to square. I don't like how much his left foot went forward, but that's really nicky-picky. Look how he gets back into his stance. Again, good solid base, hands in a good position, even though his left hand's a little outside. But look at that extension right there. That is picture perfect. He's got great knee bend. His hips are in a strong position. His hands are literally pushing. I believe it's Brian Brisset, the rookie defensive tackle for the Saints, back and completely locked out. That is fantastic stuff up front, guys. Look, this is just awesome. This is great football. Dominating that matchup, allows Desmond Ridder to scramble for a really nice run. This is why you can win games, Falcons fans, even though you've had issues at quarterback position. This is why you can win a really bad NFC South, to be totally honest, because you have guys, especially rookies, that can dominate at the point of attack. Sometimes football is as simple as, can you block the guy across from you? And Mathew Bergeron absolutely dominates this matchup right here. All right, switching up with the running game here. Here is Bergeron, of course, at left guard. And the New Orleans Saints at this point in the game have had enough of the Atlanta Falcons running the ball down their throat. So they come up with this adjustment. And this system right here is basically designed to negate the wide zone scheme that the Atlanta Falcons are doing. And basically the whole predicate of running this defense is to get guys in every gap and allow your linebackers to run and make plays. So you can see they have a defensive lineman in this gap. They have a defensive lineman in this gap. They have a nose guard head up, but he can play either gap. It's not that far of a way to go either a gap right here. And of course, you got defensive linemen in this gap, and you've got linebackers here uncovered in a strong position to attack any wide zone scheme from the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons are going to run their wide zone scheme this way. Again, the whole point is get everyone working this direction to dislocate people on this side of the defense right here, and then have the running back cut back. And the way that ends up working schematically is you can kind of see it. You're going to see 76 is going to go here, 63 is going to go here, 67 is going to go here. And then the running back, Bijan Robinson, want to cut behind him, right? That's the ideal situation. But here's the problem. When you have a nose guard right here, when you're willing to put a nose guard right here, he's going to see the center work this way, and he's going to naturally work this way as well, which is going to prevent the cutback, right? That's where the running back's going to run right into. But here's how you can beat it. When you have a rookie who is so fast and so athletic, is that he can reach this nose guard. And folks, this is a block that you just don't see in the NFL. You don't see this in college. You don't even see this in like Little League. This is ridiculous stuff for Mathew Bergeron. Let's check it out. All right, you can see everyone running the zone. You can see the dislocation right there. They actually have the center working over to the defensive tackle. They take 67, put on the defensive tackle. They prefer Lindstrom working up to linebacker. So that's probably a better idea than I originally drew up. I kind of appreciate that scheme from the Falcons. And of course, you have the right tackle working onto the in-man line of scrimmage. But the point's still the same. They want to get defensive tackle, this defensive end, and this linebacker dislocated and forced to the right. And you can see right away what this nose guard does. He sees 67 sprint, and he runs right behind him. Right here, look at that. You can see the nose guard's flying that way. And again, the whole point of this scheme for the New Orleans Saints is to stop the outside zone running scheme of the Atlanta Falcons. But watch Bergeron just keep running, keep working. He completely cuts him off, and Bijan Robinson cuts behind him for a really nice run. This is unbelievable stuff. This is a defense that on paper blows up this running attack. This is a dead play. If you go out there, they tell quarterbacks, hey, listen, if the defense comes out in this front, check out of something because we're dead. We can't run it this direction. We got to go to a play action or call timeout or whatever because they've got everyone covered up. This is on paper. Dennis Allen, the coach of the New Orleans Saints, has got the right defense called. They've got the right personnel in it. It's a dead play. But the exception is when you have a rookie, Mathew Bergeron, who is this freaking athletic, this strong, this want to. I mean, this is effort as much as it is athleticism, folks. He gets him, keeps working, ends up reaching him. Bijan Robinson cuts behind him. Great vision from Robinson. I give him a lot of credit here for staying patient, waiting for the blocks to come. But I tell you what, folks, what Bergeron does here, this is, again, his athleticism. I'm running out of words to describe it. It is ridiculous. This guy feels like he should be playing in the NBA, not the NFL, for how great a feat he has. But Falcons fans, at the very least, you got a great one here, and this plays a strong example of that.
Yeah, Nick, and what's really impressive here about Bergeron is his ability, like you said, to make this reach something that's very impressive for anyone, much less a rookie in the NFL, and not commit the penalty. No penalties this game. He's only had one penalty since week 2. Bergeron is catching on. Very good, playing clean football, because if you're going to be a hard-charging, running team like the Falcons, a negative play, a penalty is something that can really set you back, and the ability to make these tough blocks and not commit the penalties, I think, is crucial.
All right, here we go. Late in the fourth quarter, Falcons have a lead. They're trying to get one more score to go up 2 scores to put the New Orleans Saints out of reach. They, of course, are going to rely on their running game. And look, you can see the Saints, they've got a lot of people up here in the box. They're doing everything they can to stop the run here to make sure they get a chance to stop the Falcons, to give their offense another opportunity to win the game. And it comes down to, in this situation, can you execute? And the way defenses really like to do this is they like to free up their linebackers and their DBs to make plays. That's how you can get off the field in the running game. You need defensive linemen that can swallow offensive linemen. And the Saints are in a strong position to do that again schematically. So the Atlanta Falcons are going to run a wide zone concept this direction right here. That's going to force the right tackle to try and reach number 94. It's going to force Chris Lindstrom to try and work up to number 1 and try and help a little bit on the defensive tackle. And it's going to force the center right here to really try and reach number 99. And again, it's a wide zone concept. There's a chance they could try and cut back this direction. Algier could, but it's going to be hard because you see all these bodies right here. It's going to be really hard to cut back. He's going to want to actually try and ride this direction as long as he can. But again, this focus is right here on number 56 for the New Orleans Saints, because he's on him, he's on him, he's on him. It means he's unblocked right here to meet the the running back, at the line of scrimmage. That relies on Bergeron. He's got to cut off this great athlete, this middle linebacker, better athlete, supposedly on paper, than a guard, and give his running back a chance. Let's check out Bergeron delivering a clutch, big-time block for this Falcons offense. Okay, you can see the zone scheme. You can see everyone running to the right. And again, you can see what's going on right here. You can see 76 is trying to get to 94. You can see 63 is trying to work up to 1. You can see 67 is trying to work to 99. And they all get on him, and they're in a decent position right here. But again, you can see no one is accounting for 56 that has leverage, right? When I say leverage, you can see Bergeron's behind him. 56 has Bergeron leverage in the situation. He's closer at this point to where the ball carrier wants to go than where Bergeron is. But watch Bergeron take this phenomenal angle to cut him off and deliver a great shot on him right here. Boom, that just slows him up just enough. That's all you need. Take a great angle, get on 56, make him engage the contact right there, hold him up a little bit, allows the running back to get outside. Big time game. Algier slides down and keep the clock running. Smart play from the running backs. Folks, good job up front on the play side. Of course, everyone working, right? They reach 94, which is outstanding. Number 1, they get on him as well. Great job on the right side of the offensive line. Those guys are the heroes on this play, no doubt. But Bergeron was the guy getting in a situation where he did not have leverage, racing against a guy who's supposed to be a better athlete, right? Linebacker on guard. Supposed to be a mismatch. Bergeron says, nah, not in my case. I am just as good an athlete, especially in primetime clutch moments. Look at this angle. Look how flat he goes. That's just so smart and savvy. How many times do we watch offensive linemen, rookie or vets, they get too vertical and allow linebackers to just run across their face almost unscathed? It's that Bergeron smart, takes a flat angle, gets a great shot on the linebacker. Algier escapes for a big-time clutch first down.
Yeah, Nick, you talk about athleticism, you talk about mismatches. You're absolutely right. 56 on Bergeron is supposed to be a mismatch. This top 5, top 10 linebacker in the NFL, Demario Davis, coming down for the Saints, the star of this defense, their best player, I would say, on the entire team almost. And what does he do? He absolutely out-athletes him. If Bergeron can out-athlete one of the best linebackers in the NFL over the last few years, I think that this kid has something really special brewing, and you love it because you're going to see him twice a year. That you got an athlete that can come out here and make plays on some of the best linebackers in the NFL.
All right, here we go. Same drive. Again, Atlanta Falcons, they just need a few more yards to get in field goal range to bury the New Orleans Saints and get a big-time, much-needed division victory. And again, of course, they're sticking with the running game during this wide zone concept here. Again, we're going to see everyone up front from the Atlanta Falcons. They're trying to get bodies on bodies this direction to dislocate these 3 guys, right? When I say dislocate, get them going this way, and then seal off the backside, right? So you can see everyone where you create a seal here, and the running back, Bijan Robinson, takes this track and cuts back behind it. And again, this is where the backside blocks are really important. You have to get this guy cut off, but you also have to get a hat on number 56 as well. This is big on Bergeron. He's got to reach 99, who again is on his inside shoulder. We call that a 2-eye. That's not an easy block to make, mind you. But he's got to reach him and stay on him long enough to allow his left tackle to take him over and get off just in time to block number 56 as well to create this seal right here. It's a really hard block, but as we've seen this entire cut-up sequence, Bergeron is an elite athlete playing guard. This is essentially a game-clinching play for the Atlanta Falcons. Let's check out how Bergeron delivers. Again, up front, you can see the right tackle, right guard, and center. They're trying to dislocate these 3 Atlanta Falcons defenders. Do a pretty good job of that. You can see the seal forming right there. Now let's focus on the backside. Right, you got Bergeron. He reaches 99. Great job. But he has to stay on him long enough until his left tackle takes him over. He stays, he hangs, and then comes off and reaches 56 as well. Phenomenal work. This is how you win games, right? Because if you look at where he engages 56, right, all around the 35-yard line, that means Bijan Robinson is getting at least the 35, all the way down to what, the 32, 31 before it's all said and done. That's field goal range. Falcons win the game. Great division victory. Stay alive to win the NFC South. This is elite level stuff. The teamwork, staying on 99 long enough, the athleticism to keep working, and then getting up on number 56. Phenomenal. Look, this rookie, he's not perfect, right? His pass protection can be a little inconsistent. He's not as big and strong as we'd like. He's going to get bigger and stronger as he develops in his NFL career. But folks, his athleticism, his 1-2, his intelligence is elite already at this point in his career. And he's a very selfless player. He's willing to hang on and take extra shots to give his left tackle a chance before coming off and deliver a nice block on number 56 right there, big time linebacker, like I mentioned. This is winning football. If the Falcons can stay consistent with this, which I think they can up front from the offensive line, they have a real chance to win the NFC South. And we saw that in their victory over the New Orleans Saints.